Hello Libra, welcome to your June and July reading. I know we're doing this very late. However, we do have to wait for the energies to move before I'm able to do your reading. And as I was telling Cancer, I have been pushed, I have been delayed to slow down. I've been moving very fast, I've been explaining too much information. And if you feel like you haven't been caught up with the information that's going on, I would please recommend for you to go back to your May reading and go through listening to that because it might resonate now if you go look back and see if that resonates with you, to see if that energy has completed to continue to where we're at now. Something inside of me made me wait until the end of June to even do a June reading because I feel like there's more information coming in now, and now is the right time for you. So this will be a dual reading. It will be for June and July, and I will go into more detail right now. Okay. There is a person in your life. There is a King of Pentacles, okay? This person either is your partner, meaning your spouse. It's more of a masculine energy. So it could be the person that is your husband, your ex-husband, the person that is the father of your children. It could be your boss, someone that is financially responsible for you, supposed to be responsible, that isn't responsible. It could be a loss of a job, but it's King of Pentacles in reverse. It could also be an earth sign that you're dealing with right now. This could be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, and they're in the reverse. If this person was generous in the beginning, this person is not generous with you at all. This person has taken back everything from which they used to provide, and they have completely cut off any kind of benefit or flourishment in your life right now. Libra, I feel like you are pushed to make a new choice in your life. You're going to take a leap of faith. You have the Fool card next. But I feel like this person is the one that delays you because it's crossing it, Libra. This person, whoever this person is on your mind, this person who is responsible for your heart, for your finances, for your life, for things flourishing abundantly, since they are sitting in a very negative perspective in their own mind, you are forced to push yourself to be a fool, meaning you're taking a new step in your life with something that you have no experience of. You're doing something completely different that you never have done before. And I feel like it's so scary. You feel like you're about to fall off a cliff, but there's no other choice because I literally feel like the universe is literally pushing you into that direction and you don't even want to take it, but it's like there's no other way but this direction for you. In the distant past, you kept trying to put together a crumbling tower, and it kept failing. You tried to put it together, it kept failing. You tried to put it together, it kept failing. No matter how many times you kept trying to put it together, it kept failing. And in the recent past, you've noticed that you're starting to give your heart. This could be you starting to feel like either a Cancer. It's that lovey, gushy, warm, mushy feeling. It has been developing inside of you in the recent past. What is on your mind right now, Libra, is Knight. Actually, it's the King of Swords in reversed. This is a card that represents you. This is a card that you're thinking, how could I be taken off my throne when I'm so fair, when I'm so balanced, when my judgment is constantly considering everyone? How could it be that even if I try to make it fair for others, there's some kind of selfish greed out of some people that don't consider your moral obligation? You want it completely fair for everybody else. And there's a person in your life that thinks that this idea is just outrageous. How could everybody receive fairness? Well, you feel like you have this kind of understanding that people go through certain experiences. There could be people that have been fallen, that get chances again, that get help in life, and that are better. So in your mind, you thought, hey, I was making a world of a difference because every time I helped someone, people would change and they would get better. But something recently that's been occurring in your life that you've just realized is some people don't want to get better. It's as simple as that. It's a realization that people don't want to get better. And what has that done to you, Libra? That made you bitter and you felt like you don't want to get better. It made you so paralyzed that you're like, you know what? If they don't want to get better, then I could be depressed forever. It's fine. I'll meet them. I'll match them. Because at some point you thought if you had a whole river of tears, that they would see those tears, that at some point they would drink them and they would help you back on your throne. But what you don't understand is that some people, you can't save some people, Libra. You have to walk away. I pulled a special card out for you, and it's called the Sacred Pool, and it's advice to that reading that I just did for you about the King of Swords in reversed. And it's number 47. It's a new deck. I just recently told myself that I need to add on some new types of cards, and I have a new deck, and it's called the Enchanted Map, and it's about your destination, where you're going to. So this mindset, I need to explain to you where it's taking you now. Okay, so it's upright, and it's called the Sacred Pool, 47. Let me show it to you. It's really gorgeous. It reminded me of your pool of tears, Libra, because of how much love you have for everybody else, how much you think of everybody else. They're not even related to you. You want to care for them like they're your family. Everybody. Doesn't matter if it's your coworkers. Doesn't matter if it's your friends. Doesn't matter if it's your spouse. You are nurturing. Or you want to be nurturing, but it's like you're put in this place where you can't. It's like this person is forcing you to be so bitter and so mean. And it's like, why would you force me to be this person? Why? Don't you want to get along? Don't you want to get going? Don't you want things to be better? So, Sacred Pool. The world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. When you look into the mirror, do you like what you see, Libra? The Sacred Pool card asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. So this is where your direction needs to go. So if you're fighting with someone, or if you feel like you haven't been yourself for a long time, Libra, this is really, really important for you. You need to focus on self-love and self-esteem. We are all works in progress, so a detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. Reflect by the Sacred Pool and be at peace with yourself. Can you see how far you've come and how magical your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to respect yourself and act in good conscience. Then you'll see and reap the greatest rewards. Your unique service to the world is not only needed, but celebrated. As a Libra, you were put in a position to help people. You're the connector. You know that. Every time a friend needs something, you're like, oh, I know the doctor for this. Oh, I know the clinic for that. Oh, I know the stylist for this. You know that specific person for the need. You're there, and you're so connected to God, or whatever source that you believe in, whatever magical thing that is in your life. You know that it's all connected through this powerful positive force. Your unique service to the world is not only needed but celebrated. See that love within you. Okay, so start sending this to yourself too. Start connecting to yourself, so that way you can connect to the world. See the love within you and know that if you cast upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety. Be sure. And with confidence, and success shall be yours, whatever you inquire. Okay. In your future, guys, you're going to stop being generous to the shitheads that have been in your life. They've been throwing you crumbs of bullshit, okay? So this person was supposed to be way more generous, and they were just, it was just declining and declining and declining and declining and declining, and you're just going to put an end to that. And the next card that I have is Coming to Life, and it is reversed, and it's card number 29. So since it's reversed, the Coming to Life card is a gentle reminder to get out of your own way. To let go and let spirit lead. New life is unstable in the beginning and needs gentle care. Farmers don't go into their fields and pull up the shoots of plants to see how they're doing. They know that everything has its own cycle of growth. Let nature take its course. Find other things to focus on right now. Simplicity and small steps are the order of the day. When the time is right, you will see the miracle. And I've been telling you hundreds of millions of times, you and Cancer, both of you guys, go to nature, go to nature, go to nature, go, 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 go. Every chance that you get. If, like bring your friends with you. Try to make plans to go. Go to the lake, go to the reservoir, go floating, go do whatever you need to do. Go get a little tent, go to the swimming pool. You need to get to some water. You need to get to some nature so you could relax a little bit. Spend this time to comfort yourself and appreciate yourself and love yourself. Because damn, you know damn well you are so damn gorgeous. Mashallah, that's what we say as Caesareans. Okay. Now I have, the next card that I have is the Star. Your wish is coming true. Okay. Get ready. Whatever you've been thinking about, whatever you've been dreaming about, whatever you've been saying over and over and over, whatever you're talking about, be careful with what you're talking about. I've been telling you over and over, the angels are listening. Libra. So maybe whatever's happening for you and another Libra are going to be completely different, because you guys are, whatever you're repeating over and over and over, that's what's going to play out. Okay? You're going to manifest that. So really, what is it that you want? Play that out. Say it, speak it, make it come alive. But it's coming true. I would say give it about 2-3 weeks. But you're going to feel like you're not successful in a way. Or, this doesn't make sense to me, Libra. It's jealousy that's causing this. You're going to go for what you want. You're going to have to deal with some jealousy that's coming towards your way. And I know you feel like you can't deal with it sometimes, but you need to get the big kahunas. See, you've been hiding yourself. I don't know if you've gotten out of social media. I don't know if you have been not advertising yourself in whatever way. You haven't been wearing those sexy clothes. You have been not wearing your makeup anymore. I don't know what it is, but you have this huge fear that people are going to be jealous. Like, you get a gift, you got to hide it. You get it. Whatever you get in your life, you've been just putting yourself in a box and just like closing it. And you're like, no one can see it because I have to constantly deal with these haters. But it takes your success away. Okay? Let's say if you had a really successful business and you can't be on social media because you have to deal with the person that makes you feel like this. It takes your blessing away. So I feel like the universe is pulling this person aside. They're moving them to the side to force you to come out and shine bright like a star, because there's a higher power out there that knows that you're going to help other people. So you could look at it any way humanly possible. You could look at it. You could be like, you know what? God's selfish right now because God is the one that's pushing me to shine like a star so I can help these other people. In the process, you are being delivered. In the process, you are being helped. But your main focus is other people. Your main focus is getting everybody there. And it's a ripple effect from the universe. You automatically get helped. You don't even have to ask for it. You've been in your own way. You don't even need to communicate what you need. These people know what you need. They just deliver it for you. You don't ask for it. You don't have to push it. You're in your own way. You've been in your own way. You've been with people that have sucked you dry because you feel sorry for them. And you're like, oh, who is this poor little doggy that needs a little wash, and I'm going to go and take him home and give him a haircut, and I'm going to save him, and he's going to be beautiful, and we're going to be so amazing because he's so grateful for what we're doing. And or she, you know, I don't know what your situation is, but you let someone come in your life, and you thought maybe if you give them a little haircut and you put some nice clothes on them, and you know, they're going to be this magnificent person. But it was because through that vulnerability you met a person that was superly vulnerable. They were at a time where they were superly weak, but you were also at a time when you were superly weak when you met them. And you attracted that person because you thought that you could save them. You can't save them when you're at a weak point of your life. And when you're standing high, you're not going to consider moving this person in. You see what I'm saying? So when you have moments and periods by yourself, you realize the empress and the queen that you are. You won't allow anybody but an emperor in your life. So all these little, excuse my language, fuck boys, fuck girls, whatever they are, as soon as you know your worth, the universe just pushes your ass, especially you, Libra. Especially when the universe knows you're so helpful, you're so loving, you're so caring, you want the best for the universe. You want the next generation. You're breaking generational curses. There's been several generational lines. I'm talking about line after line after line after line. You are breaking other people's generational curses. You're seeing it in front of your eyes. You're freeing people. So when you're on that path, the person that is in a very negative dwelling stage of their life can't see that. They can't. Because all they could do is just help themselves from drowning, let alone go and be Superman flying in the sky like you. And it's very intimidating. They have to hide who they are. They cannot be themselves because they haven't loved themselves. Maybe they haven't had the teachings that you've had. Maybe they weren't raised the way you were. Maybe they were given a little bit more freedom. Maybe they didn't have life lessons. For example, I'm a Libra, and I had to go through 3 generations of preachers from my mother's side. And then on my father's side, it was like complete lines of addiction. And then here you have these 2 opposite realms, and then they create a Libra. And then the Libra has to go and balance this out. You know what I mean? It's like you take these 2 opposite ends and you find alchemy. You make it into gold. You turn something crazy into gold. And you shoot into the sky like Superman. It's because you've seen the negative and the positive, and you've seen what the negative can do to make it something positive. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you know how the oven is hot, you're not supposed to touch it with your hands, but if you put a cake in there, it's going to turn into a cake. You have all the tools, Libra. You have all the recipes. People don't know the recipe. They just know, Aries just knows about eggs, for example. Leo just knows about flour. You know, but when you get them together and then get Cancer in on this and get some sprinkles on this and get some water and milk and whatever extra sugar, whatever extra things you need, these people they come together, but they're happy, you know, and the only way that they're happy is if they're truthful. Libra, you are the sign of truth. That's why I always call myself the Empress of Swords, because I'm not just the queen. The swords are truth. You're telling your truth. You don't have time for bullshit people. You don't have time to sit there and laugh and joke with all these fucking bullshit people. There's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you're kicking it with people. There's no reason for you to be somewhere where you're not supposed to be. And when you're there, when you're not supposed to be there, your mouth is like scissors. You cut people. And when people deal with you, when people are in your life, you've been placed there because you're their karma. So if a person has been dealing with resentment, all of a sudden the Libra will appear and bring karma and justice into their life. And it just naturally happens that way because Libra has been just constantly been dealing with karma. So every time someone's placed in your life, it's another cycle of karma for them. So if you have a new friend in your life, maybe this person needs some kind of discipline that they'll never have unless you're in their life, if that makes any sense. But whatever you're doing, whatever you're telling yourself, be careful because the angels are listening. So if you've been used by a fuck boy or a fuck girl, and again, excuse my language, I'm sorry, and now you're saying I want to be that person, there's repercussion for that. You need to understand that there's repercussion for that, because you're planning out that, you're mapping out that, and in some way it could cause a feeling of no success because of the fact of jealousy, if that makes sense. So when we live a pure life, when we know what we want, we know exactly what we want. Maybe it's not a specific person, but it's a situation of our life, and it's at least for ourselves. We plan it for ourselves. You can't go wrong with that as far as karma when you're thinking about everybody else. And there was a person that was very addicted to you, or you were very addicted to them, or it could be the sign of Capricorn. And I feel like you're starting to release this person because you felt like they had some kind of, I want to say they had some kind of spell on you. The Magician card in reverse. I feel like the thing is Libra, you allowed this person to take your power away. They had this sick obsession with you. And through that sick obsession, you kept yourself at home. You kept yourself off social media. You were worried that you were going to cause some kind of rift. You were constantly dealing with jealousy issues. Whatever was negative was attached to this relationship. This person is extremely intimidated by you. And this intimidation has caused nothing but just extreme jealousy, where it has had a ripple effect of negative and embarrassing catastrophes for you. Where it's like, if this stuff gets out, it's like, Libra is so smart. Why would they go for something like that? People would think. But that's because you close the doors. You thought that you're supposed to be loyal and faithful, but it's to the point that you're embarrassing yourself sometimes. Because when the spotlight is on that person, when their truth is actually leaked out, you're like, oh shoot, I don't want people to know about this person. Because you've done everything you can to be a good person. You've done, like, and I'm not saying like this person is a horrible person. It doesn't have to be that they're like a drug abuser or a cheater, or, you know, it could be like they're selfish. They just think about themselves. Or it could be those things too, Libra. I mean, be honest with yourself. It could be those things too. It could be any of those factors. But whatever it is, it's something that is extremely unhealthy that took your power away. And it's something that you absolutely do not believe in. So if this person has gotten to the point where sometimes you feel like you're used. Like if you go get something or buy something and they use it up, they don't think about leaving some for you. And it could be with money. It could be with anything. It could be with anything. And it's to the point that you feel like your power is just completely stripped away. But I have the Strength card. Okay. Libra, there's going to be some changes going on, okay? And I know you're scared right now. I know you're very fearful right now. But the Strength card came out, and there's something deceptive happening. Okay, this could be it's Five of Swords. Somebody feels like they're getting away with something, and then they're like feeling happily sneaky about it. But later on, whoever's doing the sneaky stuff, it could be you, or it could be your partner, or it could be a work person. It could be somebody that you have just like your heart is connected to. It doesn't have to mainly be a person that you're in a relationship with, but this person is going to try to do something deceptive behind your back, or maybe they've already done it, but in the future they're thinking about doing this again. And I'm telling you, there's no victory in it for them. So every time they're going to try to figure out the answer in the wrong way. This is a lesson that needs to be learned when you are removed out of the factor. They will never learn if you're in the way. You've literally been in your own way because you're like, no, I want to prevent this from happening. I'm going to prevent this shit from happening. Every time you do that, it's like you're not allowing this person to fall on their face so that way they can get going. There's something that needs to happen that you have not allowed. And every time they're free, you need to let them be free, sweetie. You need to let them be free, because every time they're free, they're disappointed. It's not you. Do you see what I'm saying when I say you're in your own way? Libra, I'm talking even to myself, because when the cards are out here and it's like, oh my goodness, it's like this makes sense to me now. This is making sense to me now. I've been in my own way. You've been in your own way, Libra. Distance helps this person understand what life is about. And there is some level of, you need to finally accept the fact that this person has a level of immaturity that needs to be learned on their own. They need to understand these things, not you. You're not their mother. Then you know that J-Lo song, I Ain't Your Mama. You need to listen to that. I'm not going to do your laundry. That song. That should be your new theme song, Libra. Because the person that cares about you is going to equally, partnerly care about you too. Like, you're going to care about them, they're going to care about you. It's going to be something that's equal. But if you're worried about this person doing anything sneaky or running off, trust me, this person has remorse immediately. They have remorse immediately. So let them do whatever they want. If they want to hang them, my dad used to say, "Give me the string and let me hang myself." It was like a saying that he would always say, that his girlfriend would say to him. And it makes a lot of sense, because if the person has enough freedom, their own true intentions are going to play out. You've waited long enough. You've waited long enough, Libra. At this point, you need to see what their true intentions are. You need to see what it is, because at some point you need to like look at everything for what it is, and it is what it is. It has been what it is. Enter into the unknown is a card that I'm getting. It's 7 and reversed. I just feel like there was not enough give and take, and I know that that has been the message for every single Libra that I even interact with. There hasn't been enough give and take in the past, and it's like to the point where we don't even have any like real expectations anymore. So it's like, is it better just to be by myself? Because you think everybody's corrupt almost. But I understand that there is a point where people have to negotiate, so that way they're not disloyal and they're not dishonest, because at some point some of them are bubbling, and you can see it. Some of them are bubbling. There's just injustice. You see truth around everybody, and you see the injustice, but it's because truth is not coming out. And it's not like you're gonna get up there like Superman and you're gonna save everybody, but I know you have that intention. But the thing is, right now these people need to see really, you've said what you need to say, and step away. Step away a little bit. Sometimes it takes 3 days, literally 3 days, for someone to think about one specific sentence you've told them, and you were talking a whole paragraph when you could have gone in increments. Okay, so the 7 card in reverse. Inexperience plus overconfidence can lead you into dangerous situations for which you're unprepared for. Always remember that wisdom comes from experience. Keep an open mind and enter this part of your journey with alert eyes. Don't assume you know this territory, Libra. You may not recognize what is hidden by camouflage. This is not a time for careless adventure. Let me get one more of these cards. And then I'm going to get a few more, and then I'm going to wrap this up for you guys. But your wishes are coming true, so be really careful with what you've been asking for. And it's coming to you. Education. 35. Wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to go to school. Ask a person who might know more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study so that you can more clearly understand what the right action must be. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to unfamiliar school, and you must learn by experience. Now is the time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions. Be a student, and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. See? That was the whole point when we made that wish, is what did you want? And you keep saying, I don't know yet too. But when we go to school, or when we go through experiences with our friends, or when we've been fucked over, that could be school too. Think about it. Think about it. Think about the choices that you've made. Were you going for people with looks? Were you going for money? What were you going for? What about the lifestyle that you want? Was it superficial? Or was it a happy life that you wanted? Okay, let me draw 3 more. I feel like we need some more clarity. But you are getting invited places, Libra. And I feel like every time you don't want to learn, it's just too hard for you. It's too hard for you. I mean, I know like you go out, you have to deal with the jealousy. You go out, you feel insecure with specific things that you have to wear or do or what's expected of you. But, you know, if you feel your best and you know you're not being lazy about it, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel great. And there's people that stand up for you. There's people that have your back. There's no reason for you to feel like you're incomplete. You have everything that you need. You just need to know what you want. And not deal with this fuckboy shit. And when I say that, I'm saying it because a person that's not a fuckboy or a fuckgirl is a person that's responsible for what they want to do in their life. They know what they want to do. They know what they want in life. They're not, oh, today I want this, tomorrow I want that. No, they know what they want. They've been through it. They've had experience. Okay. I'm going to leave you with this, okay? There's a person who is entering your life. You're matching vibrations again, okay? Be careful, because the last time you were dating someone, you were matching vibrations then. You were in a different stage of your life. You were like in party mode. And I feel like you met a party mode kind of person. So maybe they weren't this way at first, but then they turned up that way. But maybe it's a manifestation because you're happy and you're giggling and you're not thinking about the outer effects of later. And it's too much to say think about 10 years from now, but sometimes we're not going to think about the details, but we have to think about how this plays out later on, you know? Because if you put a tattoo on today, it's there, right? 30 years from now, but you're not thinking about your skin later. So, and I'm not saying that as an actual tattoo. I'm saying that as far as a decision that you're making, any decision that you're making, anything that could be a permanent decision. There's a person that's entering in your life. This person has had loss of finances because of a regretful situation that they had with someone else that they thought that they were going to have a happy family life with. They're very confused right now on what to do. This situation can play out in 2 different ways. If you rush this, if you question this, if you don't trust this person, it will play out the way that it played out before. And when things are rushed, everything will seem like every person is deceptive because it is rushed. It's a cake and you're saying, hey, is the cake ready? Is the cake ready? Well, you didn't give me enough time to put the eggs in. And if you would have given me some time to put the eggs in, I wouldn't have to lie to you about the eggs. It's rushed. Do you understand? Do you understand that? It's not pressured to be put in the oven so fast. So if it's not pressured to be put in the oven so fast, it's not deceptive. It's not disloyal. It's happy. It's planned out. It's planned in the right way. If you look back now and say, hey, why didn't we get married? Was that your intention in the beginning? Were you actually like mapping it in the way, were you living together first before being married? That's an example. That's an example. Did you map it in the way that you want? And that's what this month is going to be about. It's going to be about mapping it now. So now that you're ready, now that you've been through this experience, now that you're helping everybody else, do you want a person in your life that's okay with you being social? Do you want a person in your life that's antisocial? Do you want a person in your life that's controlling? Map it out. And that's what I'm telling you guys. I saw everything that was going around me, but then I was like, we all have free will. We could do anything that we want to do. But then I realized, hey, Gemini's my friend too. Aquarius is my friend too. Capricorn is my friend too. I got another Libra that's my friend too. I have Leo as my friend too. I have Virgo as my friend too. There, I have every one of these zodiacs as my friends, and I'm like, we are all interweaved like a blanket. We're all experiencing the same things. It's like there's nothing but crazies around us, but there's like no one to blame, because all of us are experiencing this like a domino effect. We're all being affected this way, and nothing helps until the truth is out. Nothing, you won't feel free until the truth is out. You won't feel free with yourself until you know who you are. And you won't know until you map it out. And you can't map it out until you're by yourself. You have a lot of people talking in your ear. Everybody has their own opinion, their own advice of what is best for you, but you haven't had a time to think about what was best for you. So June and July, you're going to be entering a new vortex, okay? A new portal, a new way of life. And this is going to be, there's going to be an eclipse in Cancer. It's going to be affecting Cancer. It's going to be affecting Capricorn. It's major life transforming. And it just gets harder from here. So if you have a faulty foundation, Libra, it is going to be splattered before you can move forward. You have to be living in this very stable and solid foundation where nothing can rock your world, because it only gets crazier from this point on. And you need solid people around you. You need to stay safe. You need to stay so focused where even if you're down, you have other people that can help you rise up. That's how good your foundation is. That you don't have anything toxic around you. That you just have nothing but pure support, pure angelic support, positive support, support that helps other people, that doesn't make other people feel like they're festering inside. You're going to be clearing that path. And that karma turns into dharma, where you're just free. You're free. But you haven't seen that side of it yet. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with that. You're going to have to figure out how to map it, but this is from your own fantasy that you're creating right now. You are a cardinal sign. You're responsible. You, Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, you guys are all responsible about how this stuff starts out. So if you need to create something, write it down, plan it out for the next 6 months. By all means, please do so. Please make sure that you wash your hands of anything negative. Okay? Reset yourself. You deserve it, Libra. I love you guys so much. I'll see you again next time. See you soon.